Come on, come on. Yo, come on.
Incoming.
Come on. Oh, let's move. There's mosquitoes over here, boy.
Yeah, them mosquitoes like that.
They got a chance to survive. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit and stuff like that.
Dre, I swear I looked at those.
I seen it too.
I
They had
looked at
all
it about
them
two.
cans over there.
Yeah, you saw when we was at the.
Yeah. But I figure we gonna be moving. We won't need it. Right up under the truck.
Who?
I hope it is.
It's right there.
What is it? Oh, a baby gator.
That's my 2-year-old.
2-year-old.
Yeah, he's 2.
You sure that's 2 years old?
That's a
Yep.
year-old little baby.
That's like it's maybe about a year.
No, he's about 2. He's been hanging out quite a bit here lately. When they hatch out the egg, they're only 3 to 4 inches in length.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He
yeah,
ain't gonna
that's
be
small.
fully 2 till September. Because that's when they all hatch out in the month of September.
What's the smallest size you start eating?
I don't get anything under 6 feet in length.
Okay.
Anywhere from 6 to 10 feet in length, that's perfect eating size. That's frying size. Anything over 10 feet's too old, too tough. It ain't getting good to eat.
What if you get them 3 feet long?
I just I can't kill nothing that little because my guts won't, my heart
Too
won't
small,
let me.
not enough meat on it.
Exactly, it ain't even worth it.
Yeah.
And it ain't even reached maturity yet, and even had a chance to reproduce. So I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing like that.
All right.
And you know, I was brought up the old-fashioned way. You don't kill it unless you're gonna eat it.
Right.
I don't laugh at anybody when it comes to mosquitoes. Just because I'm used to it don't mean everybody else is, and it's not fun for them, so I need to be laughing at them.
I probably would have been laughing.
I believe in karma. When that stuff comes back on you, you know, you don't make fun of people or nothing. I've been made fun of my whole life. I don't care.
What?
Oh, yeah, hey. I don't care. They can like it or lump it. Take me or leave it. This is me, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah,
Now, the
right.
trees y'all see growing over there, those are the cypress trees. Those are the ones they harvested for lumber and timber. But this grassland area that we're traveling through out here is what we call a sawgrass prairie. And that's because most of the grass that you see growing out here has got a very fine serrated edge on it. It's like a steak knife. So if you got off this vehicle and started taking a walk, you might make it about 40 or 50 yards, and you're going to look like you've been in a fight with Freddy Krueger. It's sharp enough. It'll cut right into your skin. Flow to the ground and soak them in kerosene for like 24 hours and light them and use them for torches. You can also, when you're out camping and everything, you can break them off low to the ground, stick them around your campsite, light them, and they'll smoke and help keep away the mosquitoes and the bugs and stuff and work as like a mosquito coil almost.
Very creative.
Cattails, man.
Use it for stuffing and bedding and for pillows, timber for fire, all kinds of stuff. See, you don't need a pharmacy or a grocery store. Everything's provided. You just got to know what to go get. Yeah. We've even got aspirin out here. These trees right here with long, skinny leaves on them, that's our willow trees. And we get aspirin from willow. You can take the inner bark of any species of willow tree, boil it in water, drink it as tea, and use it as aspirin.
I remember those trees from the neighborhood.
What?
Yeah.
Those are the, that's where you're going to spend the night. No? Y'all didn't make reservations. Carl told me you made reservations.
That's the penthouse suite.
Well, you better have some good mosquito repellent.
This is at Everglades Hilton, man. Yeah, they said y'all wanted to get back to nature and experience the Everglades the way the Seminoles did. This is how they lived out here. Yeah, and 10 to 12 people would inhabit an area this size. Roughly 3 families would live here, so that's very much communal living. And the Seminoles were the first people to inhabit the Everglades. They didn't arrive down here in the Everglades till 1837, and they didn't come here because they wanted to. It was because they was running away from the federal government. The Seminoles actually descend from the Lower Creek and Muskogee tribes. They did move into the northern part of Florida in the mid-1700s, but in 1815, here come the armed forces and my first ancestor to take them west to Oklahoma, because the government government was making room for more settlers. But the Seminoles fought back, couldn't overcome the government, and they took off further south into Florida and settled north and around Lake Okeechobee. That's the big lake 100 miles north of us, and Okeechobee is their word for big water. But the Second War began in 1830 and lasted for 7 years. The dude on the $20 bill, President Andrew Jackson, signed the Indian Removal Act, and he was our president that said, and I quote, "The only good Indian's a dead one." He was responsible for the Trail of Tears. He perpetrated genocide on the entire Native American population. But during the Second War, 4,000 to 6,000 people were relocated to Oklahoma, and an estimated 25,000 to 30,000 Seminoles were killed. But about 250 to 300 of them escaped into the Everglades, stayed so well hidden this way they gained in population, and the armed forces gave up looking for them. The Seminole tribe of Florida is the only Native American tribe in United States history that never signed a peace treaty, surrendered, or were captured by the government. They still haven't signed a peace treaty or officially surrendered, and they never will. They are known as the unconquered people for that reason, and they truly are unconquered because the government ended the wars with them in the early 1900s, and they were awarded reservation lands and their sovereignty. Sovereignty means they're basically their own country.
What happened to my part?
Well, honey, all you gotta do is go up there to the Seminole Reservation. They'll do a DNA test on you to see if you have any. You don't ever know. Honestly, during the Second Seminole Indian War, runaway slaves fought against the government because slaves ran away to Florida. They intermarried with the Seminoles, and they have their own history, which are the Black Seminoles. And a lot of those folks actually escaped Florida and fled down to the islands in the Caribbean. So you don't ever know until you try.
Yeah.
Because they're the wealthiest Native American tribe in the United States today. They've been in the tourism industry, cattle ranching, and farming since the late 1800s, early 1900s. They didn't even open up bingo gambling facilities on reservations till the mid-80s. Those grew into the Hard Rock casinos here in Florida, and in 2007 they purchased the franchise out entirely for $987 million. So they own every Hard Rock cafe and casino worldwide. Yeah, and if you're 25% Seminole and a full member of the tribe, you qualify for dividends checks off the profits. You receive 2 a month. You receive, and they're total to be $10,000 to $12,000 a month per Seminole, and that income, honey, is tax-free. All their other incomes are taxable. So they do good. And most of them still have regular jobs and everything else, too, and work within the tribe and stuff.
Wow. Native Americans, man.
Right. Check my family tree.
Hey, I've had ancestors in the Everglades since the mid-1800s, honey. If you don't think I ain't checked my family tree and had them run my blood, you got nothing coming. Because if I was any part Seminole, I wouldn't be driving this swamp buggy for tips. It's Saturday. Shelly's been laid up in a 4-star spa with a 250-pound man named Sven giving me a deep tissue massage. And a little girl working on my toes, because it's time for a pedicure, I ain't gonna lie. Gotta get them nails they did and them toes done. They gotta be all flat now, that's all there is to it. They sell frog legs. So go over there and talk to him, and he'll probably give you his phone number and everything. You can call him, or he'll call you when he's got frog legs. Because they sell them up there in Naples to the restaurants and everything, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hang on to your pocketbook, they're about $10 a pound.
I heard
That's why I get my own. I ain't paying them to go out there and do it when I'm better at it than they are.
What? Why can't we go do
Well,
that?
you know you good when you can drive an airboat at 40 mile an hour, slide sideways, and gig a frog.
Nah.
Hey?
I don't believe that. I have to see that one.
My grandpa was state championship for airboat racing for 10 years running back in the 60s.
And you slide up beside one in an airport.
In an airboat, that's how you go frogging, you go in an airboat.
Yeah, but you ain't sliding up on it.
You can slide up on it. You can slide up on anything if you just got the mind to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, you guys gotta be sneaky is all.
Sneaky.
Yeah. You all ready for a drink? 21 and up only. It's 5 o'clock in the world somewhere.
I need one of those.
A couple of shots of moonshine, you ain't feeling the mosquitoes and not that Chelsea, though, I guarantee. Inflations have dwindled. And deer are a major food source for Florida panther as well. So
you guys basically don't really...
we don't hunt here on property. We allow no hunting on property whatsoever. That's why they're not running away or anything. And wherever our deer are born at, their territory radius is a 30-mile radius from wherever they're born. They'll never travel out of that 30 miles. So that's why they hang out here in this area.
Well, they know what they're doing. Smart.
But none of our properties are fenced, so everything's allowed to move freely. We don't contain anything or anything like that. And honestly, we throw out about 300 pounds of corn out here every week to give our guests a better opportunity to see things. So we even pay the animals in gold for everybody, and they still don't want to come to work. But we try.
Underneath the stick, just like that. Yeah, like leather.
Gator skin.
Gator skin.
It's soft right here.
Oh yeah, he's trained. They're still bite though.
Yep.
Hello to y'all. We to start the summer off, man. We out here on Everglades. I ain't never in my life rode an airboat before, but I'm out here with the Nugame movement. And the brothers brought me out here for my first time. Never one ever said that they ain't put their money where their mouth is. They brought the kids out here. We brought 15 kids out here. We brought 10 adults out here. We all had a good time. Saturday, I'm David. And believe that mentorship matters, man.